Today I'm drawing a picture of my friend Madison based on a photo taken by my other friend Tyler. Both of their Instagram accounts are linked in the basement right underneath the subscribe button, so naturally when you're done subscribing you can go over and check out their Instagram accounts. Since we all know I pull some serious weight in the social media game, Tyler, Madison, you are very welcome for the potential 1 to 2 followers. Okay, enough chat. Let's talk about drawing. You've heard it said before that one must master drawing before learning to paint. I disagree. Kinda. The problem I have with this is that it seems to downplay drawing. Like drawing is nothing more than a stepping stone to painting, and once you paint, then you're a real artist. Like if you were to ask Louis Armstrong how he got so good at trumpet, and he was all, well, in order to be good at trumpet, first I had to master the recorder in 5th grade music class. Or Lance Armstrong had to be a master scooterer before he could blood dope his way across France. Or even Neil Armstrong first had to go to Florida before he could go to the moon. I guess my point is that drawing and painting are two very different things. That being said, the more you draw, the better painter you'll be. And the more you paint, the better drawer you'll be. And that having the last name Armstrong clearly has its advantages over other last names. Now, contrary to the last point I just spent 15 minutes coming up with, there is some truth to mastering drawing before painting. But I think a better way to put it would be that one has to first master value before attempting color. If you can understand your darkest darks and your lightest lights and the relationship they have with each other and to each other, then when you go in and try and put in color, it's just going to be so much easier understanding which colors to use where and why those colors can look darker or distant or whatever, because you understand value. And that really is the stepping stone to color, is value. So now you've blasted out a few drawings and you're thinking, well dang Cole, I'm pretty good. But everything I draw looks just so static. Even though my subject is booming and my values are popping, I just don't get it. What's the problem? Well, let me tell you what. Probably the best ink drawing advice I could give you is to stop cross-hatching. Cross-hatching looks fine. It gets the job done fine. It makes getting values easy, and the majority of people will think your drawing looks great and realistic and nice and fine, and that's all fine. But they don't call fine artists because their art is fine. And yes, I realize the irony of talking bad about cross-hatching literally as I'm cross-hatching in the video. But I swear this is different. The only reason I'm doing it is because he's wearing a dang flannel and there's no way around it. Now, you're probably wondering, Cole, what's so bad about cross-hatching? And you're wondering that because I never explained it. So here we go. Think of lines in a drawing like brush strokes in a painting. Sure, you can have a perfectly rendered painting, but once you get past that initial shock and the admiration for the time and skill that was put into it, you're done with it. Your brushstrokes add a certain level of personality and energy to a painting that you would never get in a photograph. And the same goes for your lines in a drawing. Notice how each plane in this drawing has a different set of lines that is going in a different direction. I use this to direct the viewer's eye throughout the painting. Notice how the lines in the straps on the backpack head towards the focal point, which is the head and the can. And you can see the same thing happen in the hat, how they kind of curve back towards that central focal point. So because I have these directional lines, this drawing has a lot more movement and energy than if I just cross-hatched it. And overall, it's just a more interesting piece of artwork. So now I'm blasting in some grays with a super light, I think it's a C3 Copic marker, cool gray. And this really just smooths out the whole drawing, gives you some value shifts. You can add shadows really easily with it. And maybe I'm just lazy, but it's a huge time saver. So put in some last minute details, spice it up, give it a little flair, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got a finished drawing. So I guess go sell it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure you like and subscribe and share if you want to. But yeah, I appreciate you, babe. I love you.